Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajeswari. Toastmaster Nivedha. The art of thinking outside the box. The art of thinking outside the box. Toastmaster Nivedha.
Thank you, dear Modi. What if I told you, what if I told you the key to solve most of our problems lies in thinking differently? Yeah. Today I'm going to talk about the concept that has the potential to change our lives, to transform our lives, the work, and even the society. And that is thinking outside the box. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. If everyone just accepted the things the way they are, what would happen? There wouldn't be any innovation or improvement in the world. Imagine, just like everyone else, if Thomas Alva Edison had thought that the gas lamps are enough for the society. What would have happened? There wouldn't be electricity. If he hadn't thought outside the box, we would literally be sitting in the dark. And when Apple introduced iPhone, they just redefined what is technology and communication. The team did not settle for what is already in the market. They just came up with a device that integrated a phone, an iPod, and the internet communication. This bold thinking changed the entire industry. And thinking outside the box is not only for entrepreneurs or the inventors. It is a skill that we can apply in each and everyday's lives. Think of a school teacher who, frustrated with the traditional model learning method, introduced a project based learning. Instead of routine memorization, the students now engage in new challenges, real time challenges, and they improve creativity. This not only changed her classroom, many educators started to and follow the similar methods. So, through a story, I would like to tell how a girl saved her life by thinking out of the box. And you all have an interesting question at the end of the story. In a village near a river bank where there were pebbles spread all over. Pebbles are the small colorful stones that is spread all over the place. And there is a small hut nearby. In that hut, a merchant and his daughter lived. Now, unfortunately, the merchant had a misfortune of owing a large amount of money from a money lender. The money lender, who is really cunning and old, fancied the young, beautiful daughter. So he proposed a bargain. He told, if I could marry your daughter, your debt would be forgiven. Both of them were shocked by asking a bargain like this. So, seeing their reaction, he proposed a deal. He told that he would put a white pebble and a black pebble into a bag. So, if the girl picks up the black pebble, she has to marry him and the debt would be forgiven. But if she picked up the white one, she need not marry him and still the debt would be forgiven. And if she refused to take a pebble, the father would be put into the jail. This was the deal. So the question is, what would you do if you were in that situation? Or what advice would you give her? Can anyone answer? Okay. So it seems like there are only three possibilities. One, she has to refuse to take a pebble, or two, she has to take a black pebble, and she has to marry him. And the important thing is that when they were standing, the money lender bent down and picked up two black pebbles. So the cunning man picked two black pebbles, and the girl noticed that he picked the two black pebbles. Now the situation is even worse. She cannot take a white pebble now. So here only there are three possibilities. Either she has to refuse to take a pebble, or she has to expose the moneylender as a cheat, or she has to marry him. These are the three possibilities. But we have to appreciate what the girl has done. This is where her thinking out of the box comes out. She now picked a pebble from the bag and fumbled it and made it fall into the ground. So it got mingled with everyone, every other stones. And now she told, "Oh, how clumsy of me. I put it down. But never mind. If we looked what is inside the bag, we would be able to know which one I picked up. Since there was black pebble in the bag, it is assumed that she picked up the white one." So here, the situation was very worse. It seemed impossible, but the girl changed it into an advantageous one. So, for all our old problems, if we find a new solution, I'm sure problem solving can be rewarding. So, let us all embrace creativity and thinking out of the box and see how it transforms our lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nivedha.
Evaluation for the speaker, Toastmaster Nivedha. Now I call upon Toastmaster Rajeswari. Over to Rajeswari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vasan. Today, my target speaker, Toastmaster Nivedha, gave a wonderful speech. From the beginning itself, she engaged the audience by interrogating with beautiful questions, and she led audience to think for a minute. If we accept everything as it is, we do not have even electricity. If Thomas Alva Edison thought the same thing. So she gave wonderful example in her speech to engage audience throughout her speech. And also she highlighted how today's learning is changed due to this out-of-box thinking. The content of her speech is clearly very interested, and the structure also organized in a proper manner. And at the end of her speech, she highlighted the title Out of Box Thinking through one beautiful story. And also she interrogated audience, what if you were in that situation, how will you handle that? She led the audience to think for a minute. She led the audience to think out of the box for in a fraction of seconds. And other than her speech content, she gave a wonderful speech through her physical gestures and effective eye contact. And in this one, in this the main objective is due to her unfamiliar speech, she should let the audience to engage it throughout the speech. She completely fulfilled the objective of her speech. And I can see how she well comfortable with audience in her speech. There is no flaw in her speech. She delivered her speech spontaneously. The only recommendation I noticed in her speeches, she would have worked a little bit to improve her vocal variety. Then only we can get more emotion from that story itself. That's the only thing she has to improve. Otherwise, today we had a wonderful speech from Toastmaster Nivedha with the title The Art of Thinking Outside the Box. Thank you, Toastmaster Vasant. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajeswari.